This video is about Virginia Hall, piece C1 in the grade 1 books. Now I've got the camera arranged so I can just fit every note within the viewpoint of the camera. It doesn't go higher than that C and it doesn't go lower than that D. So that's all you need to see. I could take the camera further away, but there's no need. Okay, so a lot of it is based on this rhythm. Once you've got that in your head, it's quite easy. If we analyse how it's written in quavers, 1 and 2, you can't see that, but 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So notice the quaver rests, plus of course the staccatos give it that feel. Now, fingering. The book says start on 3, so it would be 3 and 1, and then in the third bar, for this, move to 4. I much prefer starting in that position with a gap between 1 and 2, and then you're in position for all of that. Bear in mind you're going to have to play an A flat with your fourth, so you could have it sort of ready there. So 2, 1, 2, 1. That's the first line of the right hand. I do prefer that to 3 and changing. Second line, the right hand plays exactly the same thing. The only difference is the dynamics. It's louder this time and then gets quieter at the end. That. The third line starts off the same again. Getting louder. Then it does. Probably the most complicated bit in the piece. You've got to play big chords. Now, the chords are these: D, F and A, a 3-note chord, and then a similar chord 2 steps higher, F, A and C, and then change the top note so it's F, A and B. So it's that one, that one, that one. Now, my preferred fingering with 2 on the F means that I will probably do the first chord with 1, 2 and 4 like this. I still do this one with 1, 3 and 5. So 1, 2 and 4, slight move, 1, 3, 5, then 1, 3, 4. Now if you find that confusing, yes, do it with 3. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 4. But if you're doing that, you do need to start that with 3. So, you know, if you've been following my suggestion of doing this with 2, then you do need to start that with 3. So that's a position change necessitated by my fingering, whereas I avoided a position change earlier following their fingering. I still think mine is better. So from bar 9, so as I say, start that, follow the fingering there, start that with 3, so that's closing in your fingers slightly. Unless you do my fingering, which I think you'll find harder, so to learn in a short space of time. So follow that fingering there. Now, that brings us here, bar 13. So we stay in this position. We have that same old rhythm again with the addition of an extra note on the bum-bum. So it's... Then we have 2 beats in which to move the whole hand exactly an octave down, play that same chord again. We're still loud at this point. Then you move up 2 steps. So the last beat of bar 16, you're moving your thumb from F to A, which you just played with your third. So you're moving to the note you just played, and then you're staying in this position and going 1, 4, 3 and 4 together for 4 beats, 2 and 4 together for 4 beats, 2 and 4 again, but the second moves to B flat for 2 beats, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the timing of that bar is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. And then you have a beat and a half's rest, in which move back down here, thumb to F, and then it's 1 and 2 on the second beat, and that's pianissimo. So it's being quite loud but getting quieter. I'm going to play from bar 16, the last bar in the 4th line. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So that's your right hand. Now your left hand starts here, pinky on D, D below middle C. Now I do agree with the fingering here. It looks complicated. If you notice, the left hand starts 5, 3, 1, 2. You're going to play these notes, but generally we avoid playing A flat with our thumb. You could go 5, 3, 2, 1. I know at least one of you is doing that, but I prefer the fingering in the book, which is squashing 3 and 1 together, reaching over the thumb with your second like this. 5, 3, 1, 2. And then you play the G again with your thumb, and then. Now the first 2 left-hand phrases, if we take this as one phrase, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, off. The next phrase is the same notes, just a slightly different rhythm. At the end, instead of going dum, it goes dum, dum. So the first time it's 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, off. Again, you could actually, instead of doing 2, 4 there, you could do 3, 5. But 2, 4 gives you more oomph. Okay. Then you move up here. So we're now at the end of the 3rd line, the end of bar 12, last beat. You move up to D, then C sharp, then. So that's a bit of a chromatic scale. So, in other words, playing every semitone. And when we play chromatic scales, we normally use the 3rd finger on every black key. So you're going 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. And the timing is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, off. Okay. Then you move down to F, 3rd finger, 4th finger, I beg your pardon. And although fingering isn't marked there, it should be fairly obvious. You could actually start that phrase with 5 rather than 4. Whichever fingering you use your thumb on the middle C, 2 on the B, 3 on the B flat, and then you bring your thumb under, just like you did well, no, you didn't actually, but that's what you do in a chromatic scale. So you bring your thumb under, 1, 3, 4, and then at the end, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to play from here because it seems quite complicated. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1. Okay. Things to watch out for when you're putting the hands together. Quite a lot of it is easier than it looks. So for instance, bars 5 and 6, you just... The left hand is just holding a note. But notice in bar 7, it's that. Practice that and also practice bar 11, which is the same notes but different rhythm. So bar 7 is 1 and 2. Bar 11 is 1 and 2. Okay, so obviously this bar 16, I'll do the lead in. That's quite a lot going on there. But not hugely difficult. You just have to know what you're doing. And then at the end you've got... So we hear the tune as da da dum, but that's the left hand. The right hand is playing those first two notes, and the left hand the final one. Okay, let's just play the whole thing then. Crescendo, diminuendo. I'll do it once more, a little bit faster. Watch the timing at the end. That rest will seem quite long, and at one stage I was playing this wrong. So, I mean, not in this video, but at one time I counted the ending wrong. So I'm going to go from, going to play the last line again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't come in too soon. I hope that's helpful. There are different ways, as I hear, to finger this, and obviously in your lessons we will use the fingering that you're used to, so don't worry too much about that, but I hope that gives you a general idea of the piece. That's the end of this video.